Hey everybody, Alvinator here from Mulligans and Hackers. Mulligans and Hackers guest podcast episode number 5, and we're here today with Cooper Nelson out of Utah.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, pal?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. So you reached out to us to because you're a senior in high school in Utah. What school are you
Correct.
going to?
Salem Hills
Sam
in
Hills.
Salem, Utah. Yep.
Nice. Um, and so you've played golf through all of high school. Okay,
Freshman through senior year.
okay. So let's go back. Let's take it back a little bit. So when did you pick up golf?
Super young. I think it was 4. When I was 4, I picked up my first golf club. And ever since then, it's just kind of been my sport.
Yeah, nothing else like
So,
basketball, football, nothing like
I mean,
baseball.
little things here and there, but overall, golf's kind of been the main go-to sport for me.
Your go-to sport, and we're just getting
Yep.
started. That's cool, man. That's cool. And you're 19, so you're a senior in high school.
Yep.
So
18 actually.
18. Sorry, my
Yep.
bad.
You're
18.
good.
You haven't graduated yet.
Yeah, I'm a senior. Still
So that's
still stuck in high school.
so so you started playing golf in high school your freshman year.
hmm
Yeah. So give us a little rundown on playing golf in high school. Like you start, you try, obviously you try out, right? So give us a
Yeah.
little um, insight into how that process works in your freshman and right through to your senior.
Okay.
Give us a little idea on how high school golf works in your state.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, as any sports team will have, there's tryouts where our school, there's usually like 20 to 30 that show up. And the top, I think we take 13 kids or 14. We take the top 13 or 14 kids. And from there, we have our golf team. And each tournament that we have, we do a qualifier. So we go and play 18 holes and make sure that we're taking the right kids to the tournament. So we take 6 to each tournament. How it's recorded is we take the best 4 scores, and that's our team total. So it's anywhere like it's around 300 is about your team total. And so, yeah, the qualifiers we take the 6 lowest scores, and yeah, it's pretty much how it works. It's been a blast. The 4 years have been really fun. Like especially when I
So,
was a freshman, kind of working my way up
right.
to playing in tournaments.
So give me an idea of how high school tournament golf works and how like the travel and where you go and play these tournaments and who you play against.
Yeah, totally. So we have our own little region. I think we're region 9 is what they call it. They have different regions in the state. And so we're 5A. So we're on the bigger end of schools. It goes up to 6. And so we all meet, like six schools meet and they take turns at their home courses. So we'll go from anywhere to like here in Salem up to Park City, which is like an hour and a half away, or we'll go down to Nephi, which is a half an hour away. So we kind of just go to each home school course that they practice at, and so each school kind of gets to host that.
Nice. And
Yeah,
so what does the season look like? Do you do these tournaments once, or is there a circuit? Do you do them multiple times?
we usually just play one course each once per season. I
Okay.
mean, it gets to the point where I've played 4 seasons, so it's kind of like 4 different times playing that course in tournaments. But
Right.
yeah, we just go through them all kind of once.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So okay, that's the high school golf. So give me a little bit of insight into the the practice routines that you have because obviously you play rounds of golf. Yeah, you spend time on the range. Obviously, there's other training apparatuses that you have. Give us kind of a
Yeah.
rundown of what a typical day, week, month kind of looks like for you. Like how much time do you spend playing golf?
Yeah, golf's one of those sports you have to always be practicing if you want to get to that next level. You can't really take many days off. So for me, if you ask anybody, I'm like the golf version of a gym rat. I'm always at the golf course, always practicing, always striving to get my game better. And so, I mean, I work at a golf course, so I get free golf there.
Nice,
So
nice.
I really prioritize trying to golf every day there and kind of splitting up each part of the game, I guess, into a day. So one day I'll do putting, one day I'll do chipping, one day I'll play. Just always hitting balls, which is important for getting better.
And do you have like I say school coaches, like team coaches? Do you have like a personal coach?
Yeah, I have a putting coach, and yeah, I guess my high school coach. Good thing about that is he's kind of there not really to like teach you golf because we all kind of have our own swings and
Right.
like he doesn't want to mess up our swings, but he's kind of there for just like moral support, being there mentally, and just being there letting us
That's
have a good time in high school
that
golf.
that's a big part of the game, the mental game. Holy,
Yeah,
yeah.
totally.
And again, we were talking about it on our last podcast. Like we, as noobs to the sport, and really having no background and nothing to fall back on. Like when I coached hockey, I played hockey, so you always had those things to fall back on. Well, when we're having a bad round, because we've never taken lessons, all we've done is play a lot of golf, and when you get those mental breakdowns, an 18-hole round doesn't go well. We have nothing to go back to reset. It might take us 3 weeks to get out of a bad rut because we have nothing to fall back on. So
Yeah.
with you being playing golf from such a young age, you have those markers to go back to,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So now we play a lot of golf. So last season, and our golf season's only 6 months, because like now it's cold and snowy, and
Yeah.
we
That's crazy.
played 101 rounds last summer.
Wow.
So we're at the golf course every day as well, and we want to get better. We've never taken lessons. We've never done anything like that, but we do want to get better, and we spend a lot of time trying to get better. But man, it can be frustrating. Holy,
Oh yeah.
it is a game that can get in your head real quick.
Yeah, totally. People don't really realize how mental the game of golf is because after one bad shot, if you're not there mentally and you get mad, it's like there's nothing you
It,
can really do about it.
it just goes downhill. And like I
Yeah.
said, I mean, for guys like us, old hackers, when you lose, you can play well. This is one thing I found about the game so far, and I've played some decent rounds since I started playing. And decent rounds for me is different than decent rounds for you. Let's get that straight. But like I'll play in the single digit pluses or something like that. But I can never, if I play one day and have a really good round, the next day where in sports you try to build on your success and build on good things. I've
Mhm.
never had a good round the day after I've had a really good round.
Wow, that's interesting.
It always
Yeah.
blows up, and I just want to go home. It's just a
Mm.
wreck. But again, those markers you don't have to go back to, right?
Yeah, totally.
It's a sport that it's all in your hands. So,
Sure is.
you play baseball, football, hockey, right?
Yeah.
If you're not up to the level where some of your teammates are, you can kind of hide you in there.
Hmm.
There's no hiding on a golf course.
Yeah, that's kind of what I love about it is like it's all on you. If you want to be Tiger Woods or whoever it is, all on you. Like you have to
Yeah.
work, you have the desire, you have to not get frustrated when you hit a bad shot, you have to practice. It's just like it's all on you. It's kind of mentally exhausting over time, but it's really fun.
Yeah, we found that. So going into this season, we kind of put the quantity of golf kind of to the side. I don't really want to play 100 rounds. I want to play quality golf this summer. So more time on the range, more time on a putting green, and you still get your rounds in and still get your reps in on the course. But that fight to get to 100 rounds, we're not going to be there this year. Forget that.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm
Yeah.
working on my arm now because I got a little bit of tendonitis in my elbow, and I
Mm.
want it gone before the season starts. So it's like twice a week I'm going to get acupuncture and physio. And it's like, yeah, I got to get that back. I haven't swung a club in 3 weeks.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'm getting a little edgy, fidgety,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Hopefully that arm gets better for you.
So, okay, so that's high school. So now you're looking at graduating, and I'm thinking that golf is going to be something you're going to continue with. So obviously there's going to be schools looking at you for scholarships and that next level of golf along with the academic part of it. So give us an
Yeah.
idea of what you're going through right now for that stage of the game.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking at playing college golf, and it's been a really fun past year with getting recruited for college golf. I never really knew how like devastating or fun it could be because I've had my ups and downs and in recruiting. Like you think you're going somewhere, and then all of a sudden your dreams are kind of crushed there. So it's been really fun emailing coaches, getting offered scholarships and offers on the team, and yeah, I don't really know. I haven't really picked somewhere yet, but it should be cool here soon when
Yeah.
I make a decision.
So do you have an idea of, so when you get picked for a school and you go play for like a university college type. Is that in the NCAA or is that something different?
Yeah, they have different like rankings. So they have NCAA and then they have NAIA and then like JUCO level. Like there's different levels, but yeah, most of it's pretty similar to each other no matter what division you're in.
So when you move to that level, um, how much more of an investment do you have to make in the sport then? Because you kind of have to balance academics and the sport, right?
Yeah,
So,
totally.
so what do you think? I don't know if you know for sure, but what do you think the balance in that is for academic and the sport? How do they play off each other
Yeah,
when you move to that?
you yeah, you can kind of relate it to high school golf because that's kind of how high school golf is you're missing like 10 days of school in the matter of like 2 months to play golf tournaments. And so it's really hard to like manage school and practice and work and all these different things that are really tough to like mix together, honestly. So I'm assuming that college and like getting better at the game is time management will be key there for sure.
Right. So outside of the school golf, do you play any other tournaments? Are you involved in any other leagues or?
Totally. Yeah, that's like the key to getting recruited is playing in these like top dog events. Most of my player in the summer in Utah because we don't really get much golf in the winter. But yeah, it's really crucial that you play on like almost junior mini tours
Right.
that you can play in and get recruited for.
So what does your game look like in amongst some of your peers? I've seen some of your scores on your socials. Pretty good. So
Thanks.
when you go out on these mini tours and you're playing against guys, say they're probably around your age, maybe a
Mhm.
little older, maybe a little younger. So
Yeah, they have age divisions, so you're usually with the people that you're same age with.
well, let's use your senior year as when you go out and do these tours. How are you managing in these tours?
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm doing all right. I had a couple wins last year, which in like major tournaments. So it was really fun to compete. I mean, I'm not always going to be the very best or the very worst, but yeah, I definitely feel like I have a good shot at competing against the kids in Utah in these tournaments.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So let's talk about. Obviously you watch pro golf.
hmm
We don't watch much pro golf, but give us an idea of the type of players that would complement your game that you would recognize your game in their game.
Okay. That's kind of a tough question.
Yeah,
Well, I'll throw my obvious one out. I love Scotty Scheffler just because his swing is so unique and it really proves that you can swing your own swing, play your own game, and you can still be the number one in the world. So,
yeah.
if you ever feel,
His footwork is
yeah,
something different.
it's crazy. I don't
Yeah,
know how he does it, but such a consistent player on the tour.
yeah, no doubt. We just joined a golf fantasy league, and again, I don't watch much golf, but he's always a if he's in the tournament, he's always a good pick to have on your team
Oh yeah,
because he's always
yeah,
going to be there, right?
so consistent.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, all right, let's get into some gear because we're coming into this thing late for us, and I'm not so much into the new gear from the big companies, Callaway, TaylorMade, Cobra.
Yeah.
Um, I like my TaylorMade R9s. That's
Okay.
that's my woods. I'm a Wilson guy, so I got Wilson irons, Wilson bags. You can probably see back here. There's like three of them in the corner.
Okay.
And my wife said that that's enough golf clubs, and because I've kind of bought a set every year that I've been involved in this now. But
Yeah.
that's neither here. Boy, you can get really into getting golf clubs too.
Oh yeah.
Like the gear part of the game, that's a whole different animal.
Sure is.
I used to be a goalie, and goalie gear was my thing. You got different sets. Golf is the exact same way. You can have a set
Yeah.
for every day of the week for how you're
Oh
feeling,
yeah.
right? So,
Yeah, you
so
do.
what do you play right now? Like, so from freshman to senior, have you changed your clubs at all?
Yeah, I changed just before, actually just after senior year. I played with I switched drivers, but pretty much the irons and the woods, all that's pretty much stayed the same. So
What do you
just
play?
because I was hitting up good.
What do you play?
What was that?
What do you play?
Irons, I was playing the Callaway Apex Pros,
Okay.
and then my driver, I actually have my current stuff right here, but
Yeah. Pull it
Um,
out. Pull it out. Get it
okay,
on
let's
camera.
do
Let's
it.
let's let's
Yeah, this
start
is
with
all.
the big dog
Okay,
and
yeah,
work our
right
way
here.
down.
The
Okay.
Ping G425.
Nice.
I don't know the true, but yeah, I like this driver. I've always been a Ping guy with the driver. I had the 410, I believe. I had the 410 freshman through junior year and liked it. And now I upgraded to the 425. I love Ping drivers. I don't know why, but they're good in my bag.
Nice. I see by the ping hat that you're a ping guy. So,
Yeah, yep.
okay, move into the woods now. Let's move down the bag. And if you got it there,
Okay, we'll
show it.
do it. Yeah, same. I don't know how to really show it. There you go. Same thing.
Yep.
Ping G425 3-wood. This is one of when I'm hitting this thing good, it's one of my favorite clubs in the bag, which having a 3-wood as your favorite club in the bag can be good sometimes. So
Uh, my
um
so I got a TaylorMade R9 3-wood, and it became my favorite club in the bag. It was so consistent for me, and because of that, I went away from the TaylorMade burner driver that I started with and went to a TaylorMade R9 driver as well, and that's been pretty good for me too.
yeah, good.
Yeah. So next,
Next we got this is gonna get boring at this point. Ping 425 3 hybrid. So
yeah, yeah,
lineup's all the same with the big dogs. So another
yeah,
club that I really like, just like the 3-wood.
yeah.
Pretty consistent.
Nice, cool.
Yeah.
So, what else? Do you have any more woods, or now are we into
Nope,
irons?
no moving on to irons.
Okay, what are you playing for
Yep.
irons?
So a wedge through 4-iron, I have the new 2024 Callaway Apex Pros. And
Nice.
so I had the 2021 Apex Pros, and then 3 years later, I just got these like a couple months ago. These Apex Pros. I'm loving them so far. Haven't hit them outside much, but um,
Yeah. So, just before we get through this, simulators big in Utah?
what was that?
Simulators big in Utah?
Yeah, so yeah, they're kind of getting bigger right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
we don't
you
need them as much as like Canada does, but
right?
yeah, they're getting kind of
So
big.
we have sims that are we have two here in town now that are all year round.
Hmm.
So they're standalone buildings by themselves, and every golf course here has simulators for the winter. So we can still get our reps in.
Yeah.
But so when in the off season like this for you, what do you do for practice?
Yeah, our team, we're really lucky. We kind of have almost like it's not really a team simulator, but we do have a place that we can go and just hit balls. Um
Is
and
there
so
any?
it's a TrackMan.
Okay, I
It's a
was gonna.
TrackMan and
Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna
so
ask.
it's really nice to have and we really appreciate it when
Yeah,
we can use it.
that's cool. Because again, I can swing clubs in my living room upstairs up to my four hybrids. So I do that quite a bit.
Yeah.
I can't get any reps in with the driver though because there'd be holes in the ceiling. But
Yeah, no, that's good. As long as you can keep swinging, if you stop swinging for like 4 months, bad things are gonna happen. So even if you're
well,
not,
you got to learn it all.
yeah,
The first 2 months is just going to be getting your reps back in, right?
yeah, sure is.
Okay, so what's next in the bag?
Wedges is what's next. I also got Callaways. These are brand new.
Nice,
Callaway Jaws. These are the MD5s. So
nice.
yeah, these cameras see that pretty well. Um,
Yeah, I can see it
yeah,
there. And
yeah, Callaway wedges and irons, and then Ping pretty much everything else.
nice. Yeah, that's kind of like my
Yeah.
bag. I've got the TaylorMade woods, and then I run into the Wilson irons, and I'm a Kirkland wedge guy.
Yeah,
I fell into that Kirkland wedge
that's a good place to
trap,
be.
and yeah, they've been great for me. And my bunker work this year was I was probably the best guy out of our entire crew getting out of bunkers this year, and I owe a lot of
Good.
it to the Kirkland wedges.
Yeah, that's great.
So next is the flat stick.
Yeah, I actually don't have it with me. I have it
What?
at the putting green. Yeah, sorry. I didn't bring the 1 and 4 in club. It's the Odyssey 2 ball 10, if you can
Oh
picture
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Just two, looks like two golf balls with a line
yeah,
through the middle. It's always been my putter for so long. So
yeah. I think I got three. Again, I haven't found in the 3 years I've played golf. I haven't found the putter that stays in the bag yet.
yeah.
I think I got three Odysseys floating around here somewhere.
Huh.
Yeah, the white hots. I don't have a two ball yet, but um, yeah, I just putting is probably the worst part of my game. This
Huh.
putting. My nickname in the crew is called Fairway Finder and three putt.
Three putt par.
Yeah. So I can hit the fairway. I'm okay with hitting greens, but once I get on that green, if I'm outside of 20 feet, it's almost a guaranteed three putt. But
Oh man,
that's just I need more work at it. That's all that
it
is.
can be pretty annoying sometimes.
Um, for hackers like us, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But
Matters when
again,
you're trying to shoot like under par.
yeah. Well, we play against each other. We have our own tour that we compete against each other for all these trophies and stuff that we have. And yeah, if I could putt, I'd probably do a lot better
Yeah,
than I do.
it's kind of a tough thing to get better because it's all feel. It's not like
Yeah,
really. I mean, it kind of is mechanics, sort of like you can do it like if you're doing a weird grip or whatever, but it's
I
really all like
I do the claw
just getting
grip.
the feel.
I do the claw grip. That's the one I felt most comfortable with.
Then do it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the three finger
whatever feels
claw
most
grip.
comfortable works.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's cool. I'm kind of sad you didn't have the putter. I'll probably try and put a picture up of it here
Yeah, totally.
in the final meeting. But so yeah, well, there you go. That's so. What are you looking forward to? I mean, you're 18. You haven't even graduated high school yet. Um, do you see yourself as with a career in golf?
Yeah, that is the main goal here is golfing my entire life, whether it's out on the course or like being a head pro at a golf course. That's just kind of what I've always wanted to do is stick with it.
Yeah, because so we've played 3 years. Next year when we start, me and Chris both have joined the Alberta Golf Tour. It's an amateur tour, and
Mm.
for us, it's the experience now. I mean, we're old guys. Our families are gone. You know, I've got kids that are your age that are out in the world and doing their thing. Um, so I want that experience of going and experiencing tournament golf. Excuse me. So we've joined that, and we're going to go do that next summer. Try and get a couple of events in because again, the logistics of Alberta is a little different. We're down here in the southern part, and most of these tournaments takes place in the center north of the province because that's where Calgary and Edmonton are, and that's where the bigger centers are. But we're gonna try and make a couple of these events and go and experience tournament golf. We're not expecting great results. That's not what we're there for. We're going just for the experience. So,
Yeah,
what are some of the experiences you've had so far that are like, yeah, that sticks out in my mind? Maybe somewhere you played or a tournament you played in. Give us a high.
yeah.
Give us a couple of highlights of your golf so far at 18 years old.
Okay. Yeah, like you were saying, it's a new experience. Tournaments are like a whole new monster when it comes from like going to just playing for fun to big tournaments. And so a couple this year that I played in, I qualified for the Utah Amateur, which is kind of a bigger one in
Yeah,
Utah.
no doubt.
And then I played in the Utah Open, which was even bigger one because that was like a professional golf tournament almost with a couple amateurs in it. So kind of got an amateur spot in there. And then the big one this year that I played in is I went and played. It's called the U.S. Kids Team Worlds, and that was on Pinehurst #2. So that was really fun to play where the U.S. Open is going to be this year.
Oh, nice.
It was a blast in North Carolina.
Okay, so Pinehurst #2, you played it. Yeah,
Yeah.
at how old were you when you played it?
This was just July.
Also,
So
you were 18,
17.
17. So as a 17-year-old playing Pinehurst too, how would you do?
I played pretty good on #2.
Did
I
you?
kind of shocked myself. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
All right, give us the score. Come on, you know it.
73.
73. Nice. Attaboy.
So yeah, I'm not complaining with it,
Cool.
especially on that course.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Well,
Yeah.
pal, I think we're going to wrap it up here.
Okay.
Unless you got something else to talk about.
Not really, no.
No? Well, so is this your first podcast?
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
Kind of your first podcast, getting it out there,
Yeah.
and it's a Canadian one.
Yeah.
Yeah, attaboy. Getting your name up here in Canada.
Yeah. Thanks for
Um,
having me on.
Yeah, buddy. So remember, when you go pro down the road, remember your first podcast.
I will do that. All
Awesome,
right.
pal. You take
Thank-
care. And I appreciate
Yeah,
your
you as
time.
well.
I appreciate
Yeah,
your time,
thank
pal.
you.